Good morning, Britain. Do not call 999 unless a life is in danger. The stark warning from NHS bosses today as ambulance workers strike again. Paramedics and call handlers are among thousands of NHS staff walking out in England and Wales in an ongoing dispute over pay.
Around 25,000 workers will be on strike today, making it even bigger than the one in December, and that was described as the biggest walkout of its kind in 30 years. Now, life and limb cover will be provided, but the Health Secretary says there will be inevitable disruption. He'll be speaking to the programme after 8 o'clock.
This isn't for you. What? Get out of the way, he's coming.
I'm back. Where's my fanfare?
It's all getting very light-hearted. Prince Harry joking with Tom Hanks, admitting to fact-checking The Crown and downing shots on US TV as his autobiography becomes the UK's fastest-selling non-fiction book in history.
Would you video chat a loved one from beyond the grave? That could soon be a reality in the UK thanks to the use of artificial intelligence. It'll cost more than £20,000. Is that a price that you would be willing to pay? We'll bring you the details after 7.
England rugby star, happens to be my son-in-law, James Haskell, is going to have some New Year motivations for all of us as he shares the secrets that he used to get right to the international top. And it's going to be a family affair as his daughter, brand new daughter, and my brand new granddaughter, baby Bodhi, hopefully join us in the studio.
And from collaborating with Queen to covering Bonnie Tyler, Adam Lambert will tell us all later in the show.
A day of sunshine and blustery showers with hail and thunder, the outlook more unsettled and turning colder. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Wednesday, 11th of January 2023. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Susanna Reid and Richard Madeley.
What this show is, so we've got new life, we've got expired life, and we've got the high life with Harry, who seems to be a party.
He's gone all Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's done this sketch with Tom Hanks.
Wonderful, Mr.
The
Hanks.
most popular actor in the world, probably. And he's done this interview with Stephen Colbert, which...
The Late Show.
Yes, and it only finished about 30 minutes ago, but such an interesting number of lines. Let's first have a look at the skit he did with the world's favourite actor.
Where is he?
He's coming.
Okay.
He's coming.
Hit it. Hit it.
Whoa. Stop. Stephen, not needed, but thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you talking about? This isn't for you. What? Get out of the way. He's coming.
I'm back. Where's my fanfare?
Humble Harry.
I suppose it shows he's kept his sense of humour.
Yes, although that was a light-hearted moment in what otherwise was an interview with some serious moments in it as well. And he talks about the reaction to his book, Spare, and particularly about what he said about his military service. Let's have a look.
The last few days have been hurtful and challenging, not being able to do anything about those leaks that you referred to. But perhaps without doubt, the most dangerous lie that they have told is that I somehow boasted about the number of people that I killed in Afghanistan. My words are not dangerous, but the spin of my words are very dangerous.
Dangerous because it makes you a increased target, those around you that you love.
And that is a choice they've made.
Well, the thing is, if you read the full extract in the book when he talks about what happened in Afghanistan, it's clear he's not boasting. He's not boasting.
He's trying to be accountable.
He's trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
He's trying to make sense of it and give us an idea of how he's processed the fact that he thinks he's killed 25 human beings.
He talks about them like chess pieces.
Yes, that's his analogy. The trouble is, if you talk like that, even in the fullest context, it makes a kind of logical sense. If you talk like that, if you go into those areas, people are going to pluck out headlines. And indeed, the Taliban are going to pluck out the meaning that they want to get from those quotes. You've got to be so careful what you go into, what you broach.
I also think this sort of reveals a problem at the heart of what Harry and Meghan are trying to do. Because they want to tell their story, they want to put their side of the story, they want to tell the truth. They feel that they've been maligned, there have been smears, there have been leaks, there have been planted stories which do not tell the truth. But they think it will come to an end once they have told their side of the story. And the trouble is, if you put material out there, if you write a book of some 400, 500 pages, and you detail all of these things, that simply feeds the beast. It just gives people more material to talk about, and you don't bring things to an end. And it may be in your control to say what you want to say, but what is not within your control is what other people say about what you're saying.
Particularly on social media. I mean, he keeps talking about the British press, but it's social media as well. I mean, we live in the age of the soundbite. We just do. And, you know, a one-page explanation, thoughtful, careful explanation of what happened in Afghanistan is simply not going to be reported like that on social media. As I say, the Taliban in Afghanistan, it's manna from heaven for them in terms of propaganda against the West. Manna from heaven. The chess analogy. I mean, he should have been advised not to go into that, but he did, and now he's having to sort of not backpedal, but explain on chat shows in America.
Where does that stop? That's the thing, you know. Is there another interview to explain what comes out of the Stephen Colbert interview? And then is there another interview to explain what comes out of... You know, it's like a Russian doll of interviews,
right. Well, it's the old can of worms analogy. Once you lift the lid on the can of worms, you just cannot control how they wriggle out.
At some point, Harry and Meghan and everybody involved needs to accept that, you know, once stuff is out there, other people will talk about it, and you just have to make your peace with that.
Yes, exactly right.
And it's up to other people how they report what you say. I mean, that is just the price you pay for being in the media, unfortunately.
The other story I can't wait to get to later, and you've been very interested in this one, is this virtual reality, where you can basically leave a hologrammed image of yourself which has been computerised to interact with your relatives once you've died. They can actually have a conversation, apparently, seemingly, with you. There it is in action. It costs a lot of money, but it can now be done. I'm not sure if I'd... Would you want that? Would you want to have a virtual conversation with the dear departed?
I mean, I wonder whether, actually, this is something that we will all end up doing. That, you know, you will, in your lifetime, leave a video and your voice so that somebody can create an AI image of you, so that once you've died, your family, when they miss you, they can have a conversation with you. Because I think once that technology is out there, you can't put that genie back into the bottle. Right now, people might think, oh, that's a bit weird and odd and a little bit mawkish and morbid. But actually, if you had that opportunity, would you invest in it?
Well, I've lost both my parents, and I'm just trying to think, and my dad died when I was 21, I'm just trying to think, would I want to have had a virtual conversation with a dead man? Giving me the illusion that he was still alive and reacting to my questions and comments. And I suppose it's partly a generational thing. I think not. I think because we have to say goodbye. You know, people die and we have to move on without them. And maybe it's unhealthy to have this illusion that somehow they're still with us and accessible at the press of a button.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, the company will charge you not just for creating the AI avatar,
but accessing.
Also for every conversation you have with them. And that makes it a little bit what's the word? Uncomfortable, I think. You would have to pay. I think once you've paid for the avatar...
You should have constant access, yeah.
But I think you're right. I think we have a grief counsellor coming on the programme this morning to discuss the fact that when you lose someone, it is human to feel that loss and to grieve and to heal. Does this keep taking the scab off the wound?
That's a very good analogy. I think possibly it does. But it's honestly, like, it's going to be a fascinating item because we have all the clips. You'll be blown away by it. Whatever you think that it's a good idea or a bad idea, you will be astonished, actually.
Yeah. Our main story this morning, though, is what on earth happens today if you call the emergency services if you call 999 and want an ambulance. Up to 25,000 workers across England and Wales will take part in industrial action. It's the second strike of its kind, and it's the biggest ambulance workers' strike yet.